Today, we're going to be talking about the power of forgiving others, and we're going to be understanding why it's essential and the benefits that it brings to your life. Welcome to Master Your Mindset, Master Your Life. This is a podcast that empowers you to start taking back control of your life, to start unlocking your full potential, and to break you out of that monotonous, routine life that you're currently in, so you can start living a life that you truly desire. I'm Sanj, and today we're going to be talking about why forgiving others is more for us than it is for them. How many times have you carried that weight of resentment only to realize that the person that you are resenting has no idea that you actually feel this way? How many times have you been holding a grudge and you spoke to the person and they had no idea and don't even understand why you're holding the grudge? Let me know in the comments below. When we start holding on to this resentment, holding grudges, it's like carrying around a backpack full of rocks. At first, it's okay, but the longer you hold it, the heavier it becomes. It starts to sap your energy. It starts to take away your happiness. And then it doesn't actually bring you any joy. You may think that, if I start resenting them, they'll start to realize, something's not right. But as I said, how many times have they had no idea? Forgiving people, that's the key to unlock this burden, so you can put down that backpack and start setting yourself free from that overwhelming weight that's been holding you back. So the main question we've got to ask is, why do we need to learn that art of forgiving others? As humans, we're wired for that connection. We want to feel that compassion and we want to feel that closeness. We want to do these things to build a community, but holding on to anger and resentment, it goes against this. It doesn't serve us. And it actually holds us back from living our lives to the fullest that they can be lived to. It creates sadness, it creates negativity, and again, that's just going to be wasted energy, which you could be using it on something more productive. So when you learn to forgive others, it's for you, not for them. So the first thing we can do is we can start talking about the benefits of choosing forgiveness over holding on to that resentment. And the first thing is, it enhances your relationships, because when you choose to forgive people, it strengthens your connections with others, because you're choosing to let bygones be bygones. And while it may not affect them, they may not even be aware that you're forgiving them. But for you, it will lighten your load. It will make you feel freer, happier. And that also means that it creates a space for healing and growth. So then it allows that relationship to flourish, to bloom, giving you opportunities to deepen that friendship, to deepen that connection. So it improves your relationship. And again, the more you learn to forgive, the easier it becomes to build relationships with deep connections. And the second thing is, it actually releases that heavy burden that you've been carrying around. It releases that emotional weight that's been dragging you down, holding you underwater. And the moment you decide to forgive someone and you do it, it's like taking that deep breath after being held under that water for too long. It's freeing, it's liberating. It genuinely breathes a new life into you. So you can get out of those negative emotions that have been holding you back for way too long, and you can start moving on. And again, as I said, the magical twist behind this all, that key bit of information, is that the act of forgiving is more for us than it is for the person we're forgiving. They may not know that we're angry at them. They may not care that we're angry at them. They may not even realize and have any inkling into it. But again, even if they did, would they do anything about it? So when you start to forgive, it's for you, not for them. And the science behind it proves it. It shows that actually practicing forgiveness has an impact on our health. It improves our mental health. It gives us a more positive outlook on life, and it reduces your stress levels. And so by forgiving others, we're just building inner peace within ourselves. We release ourselves from that negative turmoil of those emotions that have been pushing us and holding us back. We create a space for peace within us. And when we do that, we can actually start focusing on what truly matters in our life. We can be happy. So by forgiving others, you're giving yourself that chance to be happy again. It also is healing old wounds. When you decide to forgive, it gives us another chance to heal those old wounds. It stitches up those wounds that were gaping and that were oozing and that were causing us pain. And it allows us to move forward with more positivity as a new person, because we no longer have that wound that's open, sore, and vulnerable. So it gives us a chance to heal them up, stitching up those scars that once caused us pain. And the third thing, it's empowering. Choosing forgiveness is an empowering act. It actually gives us control. It not only gives us control over our emotions, but it gives us control over the person who was allowing us or causing us to feel that negativity, to feel that resentment and anger. When you allow someone to make you feel a way that you don't want to feel, you're giving them control over you. So by choosing to forgive them and let bygones be bygones, you're actually taking back that control. It allows you to rise above those hurtful situations and actually take back your life a bit. Because when you start practicing forgiveness, you'll notice you start feeling happier and more satisfied with your life. So that's what I've got for you today. Forgiving others isn't just a random act of kindness. It's not anything to benefit the person you're forgiving. It's something that we gift ourselves, and it's a step towards empowerment and inner freedom. And if you want to start forgiving people, you can do it in 2 simple steps. You could either do them together or just one of them. The first one is when you think about the person who you're feeling angry with, the one you need to forgive, close your eyes, take a deep breath, think about what they've done that's caused that anger and resentment, and just say to yourself and imagine saying to them, I forgive you. When you do that, you're taking a step towards forgiving them. And you may need to do it a few times, but you will eventually start to free yourself from that emotion of resentment and anger. The second way you could try it is to write it down. Write them a letter saying, this is why I feel the way I do. And at the bottom of it, write the 3 words, I forgive you. You may want to give it to them. You may not. You may just destroy it. But when you write it down and you see that piece of paper leave your hand, it's a way that could signal to your brain that actually you're letting go of it. So remember, when you're forgiving yourself, you're choosing to prioritize your own growth, your own happiness over anything else. So make sure you can find the strength to let go. Make sure you can find the courage to heal, and you have the wisdom to actually embrace the power of forgiveness. So thank you for joining me today. And again, if you enjoyed this episode, let me know your biggest takeaways. I want to make a positive impact on the world, and I sincerely hope that you can help me doing that by sharing this podcast with others, by rating it on whatever platform you're listening to it on, and by liking it. Remember, your mindset shapes your reality. When you master it, you'll master your life. Thanks for listening.